Hello, hello. Anybody there? Oh, hang on a moment. I'll be with you in a jiffy. I'll be with you in a jiffy. Just got to do something here. Don't go away. I'll be with you in a moment. Yeah, that's what I want. That one there. Maybe we put one more thing up here. I just add into the scene. So you want something like that one there. Yeah, that looks a good one. Put that there like that. There we go. We are live, guys and girls. Get rid of that. So, is anyone going to join? Is anyone going to join this chat? We are live. Tours and Moors is live. I'm not expecting anyone to join this stream, by the way, not tonight, but for the future, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, I'm back. I'm going to be doing a live, not a live. I'm going to be doing a wild camp again shortly. It's going to be good news, isn't it? What do you reckon? Should I go a bit bigger, maybe? Yeah, let's go bigger. There we go. So. Ooh. Big now. Okay. Anyone in? Anyone watching? Hello. We are going live, guys. Let's lock that. Unlock it, actually. Yeah, so I've been thinking, right? Over the last year, it's about a year ago when I did my last wild camp, which was on Dartmoor, which I was totally exhausted by. I'm going to show you that camp, what I did last year. I'll show you that now so we can watch it together, okay? Watch this, see what you think. You see how out of breath I get. Welcome back, everybody. Tours and Moors. Tours and Moors. Back again. I bet you don't know where I'm going today. Not been camping for over 2 years now. And, well, I'm going to be camping tonight. Solo wild camping again. And we see how we get on, okay? I'll let you know where I am in a minute. Have you guessed where I am yet? That's at Old Disused Single Track Railway. Yeah, keep guessing. Okay, you guessed it. I'm heading to Dartmoor. I got off the train, caught the train to Oakhampton train station. Lovely little station, by the way. That's as far as that track goes. It's like a end of journey at Oakhampton train station. And then I'm walking now along the bicycle path or footpath, trying to get to Meldon Reservoir, and the viaduct first and then the reservoir after. and then onto the moors. But I'll tell you what, I've been walking over an hour already. I'm totally knackered. I totally underestimated how far this was. This path was like relentless. I did stop for like 10 minutes to have a fag, and now I'm back on the road again. I know there's a busy main road next to me here, like a dual carriage road, the main road. It goes down to, where would it be going to? Down to Cornwall, I suppose. And I know I have to cross over that soon, over a bridge. Well, I say soon. I know I have to cross over it somewhere along here. It's such a long path, this is such a long way. And it's boring, you know, it's just on like a road, concrete. There's no people around. And all the time I'm wondering whether I'm going the right way. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you this video, which is from nearly a year ago now, I'm going to do exactly the same again now, a year later, and see how I cope with it this time. The weather's probably going to be around about the same. It's gonna be in about 3 weeks' time, maybe just before the football starts, the World Cup. So I'm going to try and attempt to do the same again with the same kit, except hopefully I will have a new tent, which will give me a bit of inspiration. I need a bit of inspiration. I have been watching lots of wild camping videos on YouTube lately, and it's slowly inspiring me to get out and start doing it again. Problem is, right, I haven't got a car anymore. I'm not allowed to drive because of a medical condition which stopped me from driving a few years back now. And 3 years ago, I think. How time flies, yeah? But I've been reliant now on public transport. And the last time I went camping was, like I said, about a year ago. I went to Dartmoor. The reason I went to Dartmoor is because it's easy to access by the train. Well, fairly easy. I say fairly easy. I can get a train from Bristol down to Oakhampton, and they run about every hour. So that's not a problem. I can get as far as Oakhampton, right? Bearing in mind my age, I'm 60, well, I'm coming up for 67 now, so, and I'm a smoker as well, a heavy smoker. So I'm not very fit, right? I haven't got the lightest of gear riders, so a lot of my gear is quite heavy. Normally go out maybe with about 16, 17 kilos of weight, which is a lot for me to carry around. Hang on, just trying to find something. I'll be with you a sec. Yeah, so there's a lot of weight for me to carry. So last time when I left Oakhampton train station, I started headed along this path here, which we can see now. But you can hear how much I am out of breath, because this path I'm walking up here is on a slight uphill, on an incline. So it's gradual incline. I get really out of breath. Listen. I'll keep going as far as I can go. Because of my age now, I'm 65 now, nearly 66. So already I'm becoming negative. I started walking. I realised that it's a long, straight, pathway I had to go along. I don't like walking along paths like this. I prefer to walk on the moorlands, you know. On the moorlands, I feel I'm getting somewhere. On this path, it was horrible. I didn't like it. I was getting, so I was very negative already, as you can tell. So, for me, it's fucking hard work, to be fair. Really hard work. I don't know how far I'm gonna get. I think I'll be happy if I get to my destination. Okay, very, very negative. I want to make, when I go again this time, I want to make it a positive day where I push myself by being positive, not negative. I'm not really normally a negative person. But that day caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it to be that far and that hard to walk. Let's carry on with the video. But if I can just get onto the moors anywhere, that I will feel that I've achieved something, you know. Put my tent up, have a night in a tent. It's supposed to be quite windy out there today. Tomorrow's even worse. But I'll be walking back tomorrow in the wind. I'm not one to moan about the weather, especially on Dartmoor. I know what to expect. I've camped there many, many times in the past, up on the higher peaks as well, higher tours. I wanted to try and get to... I wanted to get onto the moors with this camp I did last year, and that was the main thing. I just wanted to get somewhere where I could camp for the night. Let's carry on. What we got here? Let's have a look. You can probably hear me breathing. I'm totally out of breath. It's a very slight incline along here, all the way along from the train station. Only very slight, but it's enough, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look at this sign, see what it says. If gates are a lot of weight for the cattle to cross, going for an underpass. National cycle route. See that there? There we go. Sorry guys. Right, how do we open this gate? So look, straightforward one. So now, go for a tunnel. It looks like we're going underneath that road. I thought I was going to be going over the top of it. So maybe I am going the wrong way. I'll get back to you. Oh, it's dark here. So I've just come for that little tunnel there, and I've come up to like a fork here, a T-junction. It says there, public footpath that way, and it says public footpath back down the way I've come, but I think I want to go that way. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. Yeah, so up a little hill again now. This is a relentless slog up here. Still on a bit of an incline, still going up. We crossed over the busy main road now. But we didn't go over it in the end, we went under it. But we're still next to the single track railway line, disused railway line, which used to serve the quarry. There's a quarry at the end here. Hopefully I'll show you that when we get there. If I get there. Look at that. It's just a long straight path, like a Roman road. So it's best really in this situation, just get your head down head down and get on with it. Sweet, aren't they? Nice. Some old disused derelict train carriages. With that little carriage on the back. I can remember them used to be guards. Used to get a guards on those. Well, we used to call them the guards. So this is the end of the train line, the old one. It's not in service anymore. Single line track used to come here to the quarry, and that is part of the quarry there on my left hand side. On your left hand side. Wow. So I've just walked all the way from Oakhampton train station. Now I'm at the old quarry. Oh, they used to have a visitor centre here, the Meldon Visitor Centre. Buffet picnic area. To the moor. This way, to the moor. And just here is the, is that a viaduct? I think, oh, look at the sign when we get here. I think it's Meldon, yeah, Meldon Viaduct. I think. Let's have a look at the sign. I've never been here before. I've got to work out which way to go in a minute. Let's have a quick look at this viaduct. Meldon Viaduct. Beware of high winds. Heard it? Beware of high winds. Meldon Viaduct. Bridge number 613. West Oakmont Valley. Let's have a look what views we get from here. Right, so over there in the distance over there you can see the dam for Meldon Reservoir. I have to get to there. That's going to be my next stop. I think to get to there I have to go back down here, take a right, follow the path along here through the trees there. It comes out somewhere down there maybe, and then up there, up and up and up to the top where the lake is there, the reservoir there. And then my plan is to walk around the reservoir and up on that hill up there, or halfway up that hill up there. And there's a little tour out there which I want to head for. Can't remember what it's called, Sorson Ridge Tour or something like that. That's where I'm going to head for anyway. Hopefully, if I get that far. Okay, if anybody's watching, I'm just trying to get some inspiration really to get back out there. I want to try and do the same camp as I did a year ago, which I struggled with really badly. I'm going to try and do it again in a few weeks' time, about 3 weeks' time. So I want to compare really, and just see if I can do it. I'm going to have a new tent as well. I'll catch you in a minute.
But this is what happened last year. I was so tired, so exhausted.
Be a shame not to. Seeing this for a year. As I'll document it.
I'm a smoker, see? I smoke, I've always smoked ever since I was like 13 years old. I'm not going to stop
smoking. So there it is, the viaduct.
I've got to bear that in mind.
There's a place to sit down there. I'm not going to say here or not just yet. There's a sign here that Meldon, quarter of a mile to Meldon Village, 6.5 miles to Lidford. Footpath to Meldon Dam, half a mile. I thought it was much further than that.
Yeah, it is further, much further.
It's point 27. Oakhampton, 2.5 miles. So I've gone 2.5 miles so far. So another half a mile there. That's 3 miles. And then I reckon about another 2 miles or another 3 miles maybe
So, can anyone
to the
recommend me a
tour that I want
decent
to go
tent?
to. But it looks like
Can anyone recommend me a decent tent which I can use this time? Cheapish, up to maybe £300. It's got to be a good solid tent, but not too heavy. I'm thinking of this. I don't know. I'll show you in a minute which one I'm thinking of.
yeah, we have to go down here. Dartmoor Way. There's a little sign there, look. So look for the signs if you want to do this walk. And you got to go down now. Quite big steps, but it looks like. Oh, bit overgrown. As you can see. Nice and fresh air now. Yeah, we're going down into the dark. So no more tarmac road, which is a good thing, isn't it? Just my legs are knackered already. That's the trouble. Oh, I gotta come up these steps tomorrow to get back. Never mind. Let's have a look at this viaduct from here. Is that a good view from there? Yeah. There it is.
Hit the thumbs up
the
for me,
viaduct.
guys. Hit the thumbs up. In fact, I'll write that in the chat for you.
Wow. Okay. Let's keep going down. Yeah, so the viaduct is just back out there. It's in trees, you can't see it. And I'll come down this path here. And there's a gate here. And it looks like
Here we go.
we're going to be actually going on to some grass moors. Nice handle here, look. Support. Squeaky. Make sure it's closed. Just test that, see if it does it on its own. Yeah, not bad. So here we are on the moors. It's a pretty little place, that. Right, got to go over here without getting too wet. Yeah. And again. Those test them first, make sure they're solid, and use your walking poles as balance.
Okay, guys, that's it really
Because
for
when
this
you got weight on
episode.
your back.
I will see you on the next one, okay? Yeah, I'll see you soon.